Well, obviously JJ's been your hottest hitter so far this year. I'm sure you felt pretty confident when he went to the plate there in that situation.
Yeah, especially after he'd already faced that guy one time. That guy got him the first time, made him look pretty bad, and it's hard to do that to a really good hitter twice. So kind of liked the way that was going right there. And, the change in the lineup, moving JJ to first and putting Baird behind him sure worked out because you just want to get him up there as many times as you can. And the fact that he came up as a leadoff hitter, if he was hitting in the two-hole, we wouldn't have come up in that situation. So that was a pretty big change in the lineup.
Do you see that change sticking moving forward, or?
Yeah, what do they say? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, we'll stick with that. But I just told the guys, I went up and down the lineup card, and every guy in the lineup for us today did something to help us win that game. There wasn't anybody that was non-existent, which is hard to do during a baseball game. So that was just a huge team win. Xavier's good now. I'll just tell you, you could put them in the middle of the Big 12 right now, and they'd be just fine. So that's a good, hard-fought dogfight to start off the series.
Were you surprised at all that they pitched to him in that situation? Runners on the corner.
I mean, it would never, ever surprise me if somebody didn't pitch to him, no matter what the situation was. But that's pretty tough. If you walk him there and then all of a sudden there's a guy at third base and a wild pitch wins the game.
Right.
Yeah, because they had just thrown a wild pitch earlier in the inning, and, they're thinking about that. It's a lot harder to go 180 feet than it is 90 feet, so I don't blame him, especially the way the lefty made JJ look the first time around.
You mentioned at the start of the year, first 20 or so games, you had a lot of options to look at, a lot of things to figure out. Is maybe this team, though, one that's going to have a lot of different lineups even going through the season because you have so many people that have been productive?
Yeah, it's nice to, when they bring that good lefty in, to have Ellis Garcia come off the bench and Logan Salve come off the bench. Those are really good options for us. So I think we're getting, and Dowdell in his first start at DH really stepped up with a couple big hits for us. And so, yeah, you're kind of settling into what you think guys are capable of doing. So, I just couldn't be prouder of everybody in the lineup today.
What did you think of what Ben brought today?
He was good, man. He was – sometimes last time Ben pitched here, it was raining and miserable like this, and he wasn't as good. So I think that was in his mind that I can't let that happen again. He attacked those guys from the first pitch to the last pitch he was out there. That's as good as Ben pitches, and they're good. I mean, they got, 6, 7, 8 hits off of them. They're good, and they stood in there against Carlson Reed and did their thing against him too. That's two of our best arms that they're scoring runs off of.
Coach, obviously Landon had a big day for you at the plate too. He's a California kid, played at Nevada, so I'm just kind of curious, did you see him on tape or someone, kind of give you a heads up on him? Or
no, not really. It's, we live for that transfer portal, man. Right. We just sit there and watch it tick like a clock, and when names come up, you just do your due diligence and look into them. And when he came in the portal, he played with one of our players this past summer, and so we had some info there and brought him in, and he just liked his opportunity to play here, and it's working out. He's a good player.
He seems like he's fit right in. I mean, that's probably a concern at the beginning, I would imagine.
No, with his personality. That's always a concern with the portal, but with his personality, he's one of the most liked guys on the team. He's the best teammate we have. If he's in the game, if he's not in the game, he's rooting for everybody else on the team, which is pretty refreshing these days.